What's going on, everybody? It's July 8th. Thank you for joining. We have a special announcement. We want to tell you about Osiris Summer Tour 2020. We have new podcasts. We have new podcast episodes. We have new merchandise from amazing designer Daryl Norson. We have a lot more. I'm going to put it all in the show notes, but I want to tell you about it now. So this is our summer tour. We want to create as much stuff that we can to entertain you, to enlighten you, to enrich your lives. So that's what we're going to do. First, the merchandise. There's a link in the show notes, but we have a new line of merchandise that we've created in partnership with Highline and Daryl Norson. The shirts that he designed are just incredible. There are Osiris hats. There's all kinds of merchandise, and we're really happy to have him on board. He also helped us create a poster for this summer tour announcement, which you should see in the show notes as well. All right, new shows. Festival Circuit New Orleans premieres tomorrow, July 9th. We're going to tell you more about that on tomorrow's episode of The Drop. But we have another new show we want to tell you about. It's called Late Era. It premieres on Thursday, July 23rd. I'm going to put the trailer to Late Era at the end of this little intro. But Late Era is going to be a bi-weekly music history podcast detailing the later releases of famous artists, hosted by three prominent Pitchfork writers: Andy Cush, also of Garcia Peoples, Sam Sadomsky, Winston Cook Wilson. They're going to break down underappreciated and overlooked records from artists like Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Miles Davis, Joni Mitchell, many others. I've listened to a couple episodes. They talk about Miles Davis's hip-hop era. They talk about Joni Mitchell experimenting with synths. They talk about Bob Dylan's, one of Bob Dylan's records that is overlooked, and maybe that one makes sense. Anyway, they're gonna uncover some of these gems and look at some of these albums more closely. We're super excited to have created this with these three guys, and we're psyched for you to hear it. So stick around for the trailer. We'll play that in just a second. So on our existing shows, there's a few new things. The first is that Under the Scales Premium is going to launch on July 12th. Everyone knows Under the Scales, our flagship Fish podcast. Tom is recommitting to a twice-a-month format, bringing you more of what you love about the show: fish stories, history, interviews, etc. There's also a new premium offering. You can see the video in the link in the show notes if you didn't see it already. And if you join Under the Scales Premium, you're going to get a free Under the Scales Premium pin and t-shirt. And again, check out the link in the show notes. It's going to be awesome. 36 from the Vault Season 2 starts on July 13th. You already know about that because I talked about that last week. I'm going to include another link to the trailer in the show notes. And as you all know, we have brand new interviews of Eric Krasno +1 coming up, including interviews with Ivan Neville, Don Was, Phil Lesh, and many others, and new interviews coming out of Past, Present, Future Live. Every week we have a new one of those. And then we, of course, have new episodes of all of our podcasts coming out every week. So we're really excited to just bring you a summer tour, if you will. So get your merch, check out these new podcasts. Please subscribe to Late Era and to Festival Circuit New Orleans. Check out the links in the show notes, especially to the Under the Scales Premium video, as well as some of the other trailers that we link to. Thank you all for your support. We are, as I said at the beginning, we're recommitting to bringing you as much conversation as we can. We want to be out there seeing live music, of course, but when we can't, we want to celebrate the music we all love and help bring fans closer to the artists that they appreciate, and we want to keep deepening that connection. So that's what we're here for. That's what we're doing. We hope you all enjoy it. We'll see you all soon. Thank you so much for your support, and take it easy.
I'm Winston Cook Wilson.
I'm Andy Cush.
And I'm Sam Sadomsky.
And we are the hosts of Late Era, a new music podcast from Osiris Media exploring the undiscussed, underappreciated, and sometimes unfathomable late career work from the artists we love.
As critics, musicians, and fans, we're inspired by the artists who maintained a vision throughout their careers, aging with grace and finding new ways to channel the muse. But we're just as fascinated by the ill-advised experiments, the inscrutable rock operas, the blues cover albums, the sudden, inexplicable shifts to wearing fedoras and other strange hats in press photos.
On Late Era, we'll follow these trajectories, leaving no stone unturned and no question unasked. Each episode will explore a particular album, from Billy Joel going classical
to Joni Mitchell's synth experiments,
Love puts on a new face,
to Miles Davis's hip-hop phase,
and Jethro Tull's 90s concept album about their own website.
a domain where our cyber souls might meet.
Things will get weird, but hopefully we'll also introduce you to a few gems.
Join us this summer on Late Era as we start our journey into the depths of our record collections and the most uncanny corners of pop music history. See you soon.